Hello, you gorgeous donuts. Today we are going to be reacting to my strange addiction, and I am joined with the lovely Arthur Television.
Yeah, we love strange addictions. I feel like this one's going to be stranger than usual.
Speaking of strange, mate, today we are reacting to the strange addiction. Addicted to living as an adult baby.
I knew it was going to be weird. I can see the thumbnail of the video coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so strange. I actually don't, like, I've seen a lot of my strange addictions. I don't click on these because I think that they're going to be too weird.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if I can stomach it on camera.
It's one of those things that you want, when you go to bed, you want to keep the lights on. You're just not too sure of the world.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to haunt me in my dreams.
Yeah, let's just get into it.
My name is Riley. I'm 25 years old. I live outside of Buffalo.
You're 25 with pigtails.
Riley looks AI.
She does, actually.
You ever see those like really bad, like, you know, right back in the olden days, people didn't really know how to draw babies' faces.
Yeah.
It's like an AI has like tried to conjure up a child and just has done the exact same thing. Just has too much data of an adult faces. It just doesn't look right.
Now you say it, I can't kind of unpicture that. She kind of looks like Moaning Myrtle.
I love how we're calling her it as well. Just because we're not convinced that that's
What is it? Yeah.
She is very Moaning Myrtle, you're right. There's a real...
Yeah.
I think the actress that played Moaning Myrtle was like 35, 40, wasn't she?
Was she?
Yeah, it was a proper like woman.
No.
Yeah, exactly. In the children's...
I'll just stay in the bathroom, guys. Don't you worry.
Flirting with Harry Potter whilst he was like 14.
And I'm addicted to being an adult baby.
Oh my god, there's a crib. Imagine like, do you want to come over to the crib? No, really, it's a crib.
Yeah, what do you think I meant by crib? That's so funny. I can't lie. I'm instantly like, that looks cozy as hell.
I thought you were going to say, I can't lie, I'm instantly into it.
What? No. As in like, I love having my bed against a wall. And like, I actually really want to get a 4-post bed.
Of course you do.
I was watching The Muppets Christmas Carol, as one does.
What, in September?
No, not recently, as in like last Christmas.
Okay.
And he has one of those like really thick 4-post beds with like massive curtains. And what am I talking about? The reason it reminded me is because I'm currently watching Game of Thrones and they have loads of them and I'm like, there's something really cozy about like lying in bed and being surrounded.
Bro, nobody can say that you don't have range. You were watching The Muppets Christmas Carol, then Game of Thrones.
Yes, which is what I do.
Whenever I come home, I always slip into one of my cute little outfits, and it helps me wash away all the stress of the big...
Okay, she hasn't mentioned it, but she had, if you just reverse right there, she's got a dummy in as well.
Oh yeah, a dummy.
Do you know what? I've got this theory, actually, that the reason that I have crooked teeth is because I didn't stop having a dummy until I was 3.
That actually, oh no, but then they're your adult teeth though, aren't they?
Oh, shit, yeah,
So
that's
they
out
would
the
have
window.
been...
Oh, you've actually just debunked me theory now. I don't know what they... Oh, great. They're just bent for no reason then.
My sister had it because she used to suck her thumb and kept doing that for like way too many years. And so like when her baby teeth came out, they like were like pointing forwards.
Really? Wow.
Because it was like having braces but the other direction. But obviously like when her adult teeth came through, it was fine.
Oh my... That's a nappy.
No, it wasn't. I didn't even see that.
It was actually a pile of nappies, which kind of makes it worse. They're not just for show.
Oh, they were clean though, right?
Not for long.
Oh, surely she doesn't shit bits in her nappies.
Oh, imagine like you're on a date with that. You're like, what? She just not use the bathroom. Oh yeah, I've been twice already.
Oh my goodness. It's like, did you see that like J.K. Rowling made it like Harry Potter lore? That like wizards just shit their pants and then like magic it away.
Oh, she just pisses off. Like,
And
she just
everyone's
makes
like...
stuff up on the spot. Like, no, what you doing? Stop ruining it for everyone.
It was like, why is that necessary information?
Oh, that's ruined watching Harry Potter Christmas for me now.
I love pajamas, especially footy pajamas. Things with ruffles and...
They're not football pajamas. When she said footy pajamas, I was expecting Alan Shearer.
To be fair, right, the pajamas, that's fine. I like pajamas, right? They're comfy.
Yeah, wear a onesie. I don't care. The dummy.
Yeah, it's
Oh
a
yeah,
bit
they call
far,
it
innit?
pacifier.
Riley spends nearly 12 hours a day dressed as a baby. Part-timer. If you're gonna go for it, go for it.
I really hope this is one where they explain how they're afford to have these lifestyles.
Yes.
So she just have a normal job and is dressed normally and then comes home and does this?
That could
or
be
are we
it.
going to have this mysterious, like we have no idea what she does with the other 12 hours of the day?
You know there's like a group, like a work group chat, like a WhatsApp group, and she's not in it.
Is it a sackable offence, do you think, if you're a boss and you see this and you're like, this just can't be good for my team's morale?
Arguably, it could be insane for the morale, though. If you work at a nursery it's definitely no.
Oh God.
I started wearing diapers when I was about 13, and then that kind of gradually
13.
turned into fascination about pacifiers and onesies.
As if that's how is that the gateway?
That's the gateway drug. Putting a nappy on happens to all of us.
I get making your bed cozier, wearing comfier pajamas, like even watching like Disney films. Like I still love a good Disney film. But someone literally, it's another one of the like my favorite things about going home and like chilling with my younger siblings is like sticking Lion King on. I'm like, this is a banger. Doing all that fine, but being like the first thing you get interested in is being like, oh, I'm gonna wear something where I can myself.
Are you telling me you don't watch The Boss Baby and go, oh my God, that would look really good on me?
Riley's friend James is one of the few people who knows of her strange behavior.
Actually, she's James is like one of the few million people that now know. There's 10 million views on this.
Yeah, it's another one where it's like their massive secret and they're just showing the entire world.
I was a little surprised you don't run into too many adults that like to dress like babies.
I know.
Okay, scenario, right? I would hope that you consider me a friend, Arthur. What would you do if you found this out about me right now? But you found it through somebody else, right?
That makes it weirder. Because if you told me, I'd be like, I don't know. I'd want to get you psychoanalyzed, like we did with, like they did with the car man. Like I'd love to bring you to a psychologist and be like, is this just a part of who you are? Like, is this in your genes, or is this like you've had a trauma when you were young and you need to revert back to it, and like we need to help you deal with that trauma in a healthy way?
Yeah, that was on Arthur's channel, by the way. We did one where this guy was like attracted to his car. How do they find these people? Who's the scouting process? I need them for Newcastle United because the gems they find is insane.
They must browse like weird forums like Craigslist type stuff. That's where all the weird is posted, I think.
Definitely don't tell people unless I think they're going to be okay with this. It's my little secret.
Not anymore.
Again, I've got another scenario for you. You're speaking to a girl, right? You really like her, right? You've been on loads of dates. You're like, okay, I'm going to ask her to be my girlfriend. Just on the last date before that, she tells you this. Are you still interested? His face. His face.
It feels, because I instinctively both judge and also have an instant knee jerk of like, don't judge. I think I would have to be like, I would need to know why, because you wouldn't want to get in too deep and just have them be like, oh, and this is just a part of an even darker thing where in my on Saturdays I dress like a baby, but on Sundays I murder babies. And it's like, right, well, I wish you told me that 3 years ago. And then they're like, wait, I've got an even darker secret in 3 years. I need to know that this is as far as it goes. If you're just going to dress in cozy PJs, bring a teddy bear to bed and watch Lion King, I'm like, fine.
And
whatever.
the nappy. Don't forget the nappy.
The nappy, the pacifier, and as well, baby talk. Oh my goodness. If I'm ever dating someone and they start doing the like,
Sorry, what was... I didn't pick that up. Can you do that again? I didn't pick it up.
I ain't doing that again. $5 and I'll do it again.
Riley is also transgender. She was born a male, but always felt awkward and out of place. 5 years ago, Riley began living as a female.
So she's what, 25 now? So she, age 13, started dressing like a baby, and 7 years in, realised that they were transphobic. Oh, guys, I have something to tell you. I'm a transphobic baby. Damn! I'm the first transphobic baby.
That's the worst type of baby.
No! I thought you were a woke baby.
Push it back in.
You know, I've been enjoying Harry Potter. This is why.
Oh my God, that is so... That we aren't laughing at transphobia. We're laughing at it.
The idea of a baby.
Wow, a bottle and a footy sleeper?
Yeah.
Don't you think that's a bit much for just hanging out with the two of us?
I kind of
my
like it. It
goodness.
makes me kind of feel younger and like a kid and stuff.
I can get behind that as well because I'm such a natural spiller. Like I just naturally forget them. And the number of times I like spill my cups everywhere. I've generally like I sometimes just drink out of a flask at home.
Really?
If I bring a squash into my like an orange squash or something into my office, I'll often just put it in a flask so that I can like the second I'm done sipping, just put a lid back on. There was a really awful moment once where I had a pint glass. I didn't fill it, but it had orange juice in it. It was like a third halfway full and a bowl of cereal. And I swiped my hand across, spilt the orange juice, and trying to catch it, went to catch my cereal bowl and spilt my cereal bowl. So I was just stood there for like a few seconds, just letting it sink in. But on my like nice cream carpet, there was like half a pint of orange juice, like half a pint of milk, and all these frosted flakes, which were expensive as well back when I was a student. And I was like,
That's gotta be humbling, mate. You're just looking at it on the floor going, shit, no food tonight.
so again, another aspect of the lifestyle I can get behind.
Yeah, to be fair, if I went round to your house and you were drinking like, I don't know, Copperberg out of a bottle, I genuinely wouldn't be surprised.
She spends nearly $400 a month on accessories like
What?
diapers, baby powder, and bottles. She wears diapers 24 hours a day.
That's just something I just can't get behind, the whole in yourself thing. It's gotta stop, love. It's gotta stop. If I was a friend, I'd be like, look, do the baby thing. The diaper thing, you don't need to do that.
You know what? I'm seeing so much genius behind a lot of these. All right, hear me out.
Oh, no!
You wouldn't have this now because you've got an aircon, but imagine let's say you've gone on holiday to Spain and you want to go on a hike. You're like, oh, the beautiful coast and stuff. What's one of the worst things when you're in a hot country, outdoors, sweaty balls?
Oh.
And you've got this padding absorbing all of it.
With a little bit of talc in there.
Bit of talcum powder. And your mates are going, God, my heart. You know, you look at them and they're in their grey like sweatpants shorts and they've got the like butt stain and you're like, that is so embarrassing. And you're sitting there like, I'm dry as a bone.
Pampers, right?
Yeah, Pampers. Bit weird when halfway up the thing you're like wringing it out.
Yeah, you might be onto something there. Go on Dragon's Den, mate. They might invest.
Wetting my diapers is just something that kind of comes naturally with wearing diapers. The feeling of release and the feeling of comfort of a warm, wet diaper is really something that is very special to me.
No!
You know what? Hear me out.
No, I'm not hearing you out. At all. Ever. Okay, go. Cook.
Nah, this isn't a cook, but like growing up in obviously in Jersey, like I always say there's like very little to do. So living on the West Coast, I like used to surf and go rock jumping a lot. And being in like a freezing cold wetsuit, every time you like duck dive under a wave, you get like the freezing cold water like refreshes in your wetsuit. And so the whole reason a wetsuit works is like it brings in like a really small thin layer of water and your body heats it up. But when you get a brand new, like when you get dunked by a wave where you go through and it like flushes your wetsuit, it's freezing cold. Going for a little and having the warmness as a younger... I'm sure adults must do it now. I mean, I haven't been surfing
No,
in years.
I get that, right? Like you need any little bit of heat you can get to regulate your body temperature, keep it like 37 degrees.
When you're dry as a bone in your own home and the toilet's like next door.
It's just laziness, really, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
Riley hasn't been able to find a long-term relationship.
Really?
Is she too entrenched in the baby lifestyle? Will her addiction stop her from living a full life?
I feel like this is one of those things as well where like you might attract the wrong person if you put that on your profile. Like let's say if that's on your
good
Tinder
shout.
thing, like I love dressing like a baby. I feel like that would just attract people who are like into it, which is just very wrong.
I know that it's such a weird one to maneuver because the average person, the normal person, isn't going to be into this. How you're gonna that's the only people you're gonna be able to choose from, the weirdos that are weirdly into it. Do you know what I mean? Like
You'd want to start off with someone who likes you despite it rather than because of it.
Yeah.
But then are you kind of like
Hiding yourself.
hiding yourself by being like, but by not telling them and not being upfront that you enjoy being a baby?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Sometimes I wish that I wouldn't have gone down this path, but usually it takes just a half a second to go, oh, come on, Riley, you love this.
I just feel the warmness in my crotch and I'm like, bloody hell, this is amazing.
You know, I'm transgendered. You know, I've been living as a girl forever. You know all about that, but I have something to talk to you about.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give it a minute and I'll come out and talk to you about that, all right?
Okay.
My instant thought would be furry. My instant thought would be when it's like I'm gonna go out and come back. It's like, what else are you changing into other than a furry suit?
You know, arguably, I would prefer if it was furry.
Would you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, no, that seems like I'm into it. Like, just I'm not. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I would love it to be a furry.
If it was a competition, yeah. What am I saying? You could give her like 20 guesses. She's not guessing it.
Oh, okay.
So, what I want to
And she's in a normal nightie.
You're having a baby. Oh no, you are the baby.
Yeah, the crib is a giant crib.
It is pretty big to be. It is pretty cool to be fair. It's got the little posters. You know the 4 posters. You after that?
Oh my goodness, it is. Wow, you could hang up. So you could build the sickest fort out of that.
Another point to the baby.
I'm addicted to being a baby and wearing diapers. This is my wonderful little room. It's my nursery.
I mean, does she not just think of Is she not like, well, that does not surprise me. That answers a question I've had for a very long time. You just constantly reek of...
Imagine her getting in your car. I've just thought of that. She's in the passenger seat and she's like all, you know, pissy.
And squidgy?
Oh, yeah. To be fair, we have reacted to before a woman that liked to eat diapers, so maybe if them two, you know, kind of just work together, they could, like, make each other really happy.
Imagine if she had that addiction. It'd be such a perfect match made in heaven.
I know.
I don't even know what I was thinking about this. That's so weird.
This man was trained to be a lawyer at one point. Now he's stuck with me, reacting to an adult babies.
Well, I didn't do this because I, wanted to shock you or anything. We've been friends for a long time.
Well, I'm glad you told me.
That could go either way. They're like, I'm glad you told me. It's like, oh, I'm glad you told me. I'm supportive. Or like, well, I'm glad you let me know so that I can finally leave, you absolute nutcase.
At least you didn't scream and run out of the apartment. I never got a chance to be a little girl.
That tells me that's happened before.
Am I sounding like completely crazy right now?
Well, I mean, obviously, it was a shock walking in, but I'm really glad you told me.
Do you know what, though? Like, I kind of can sympathise with that a little bit, because obviously she never experienced her childhood as a girl baby, and now she's kind of probably in some ways.
Oh, I see. It could be like that, yeah, where she had a childhood
that she didn't believe was hers,
not
because
as her
she's
actual
not that
gender.
person
Yeah.
anymore.
So she's like, oh, I never really had the chance to be a little girl.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely something like that.
I don't feel like what I'm doing is wrong or dirty or weird. There's no reason for me to stop, so why should I?
She isn't really affecting anyone.
It's like we always say, like, I mean, it obviously just completely depends on where you get your morality from, but if you're relatively like secular atheist and all that kind of stuff, and it's like morality tends to be based on like human flourishing and like preventing harm. No one's being harmed by it, and she's flourishing as an individual from it.
Yeah, it's just strange why she would agree to go on My Strange Addiction unless she's, got the one girl off it.
Background information, because the only way we can really understand ourselves is to have a context.
I got bullied a lot. When I was in 8th grade, I was thrown downstairs by just a bully, and I broke both of my wrists.
I'd never thought at the start of this video that I would feel sorry for the adult baby, but I am sympathising a little bit.
It always is the case. You kind of get the initial like knee-jerk reaction of like, oh, what the hell? And then you find out more about it and you're like, oh.
Oh. It's all kind of weird, but...
Breaking both your wrists, getting thrown down a staircase as a child as well. Like, I swear, I mean, I'm obviously just may have gone to a bit of a privileged school, but like, never really heard of like physical bullying. Like, surely if a kid throws another kid down the stairs and they break multiple bones, like, surely that kid ends up in jail.
Yeah, I haven't heard of like something as severe as that. Like, obviously, like there's hitting people and like like fighting people, but throwing someone down the stairs. Like, you hear the story of like people throwing chairs at teachers. I never had that at my school.
Nah.
On Arthur's channel, if you want to watch some more of us reacting to My Strange Addiction, go and click it. It'll be right here. Or if you want to watch a brand new video from me right now, click right here.
Kirkham, baby.